Lesson 4, Part 2, Multiply and Divide Positive and Negative Integers. On this lesson, we will see a little bit of review, and you'll have some problems to solve in your notebook. So here's the rules for multiplication of integers. This is something you just need to memorize. And most of them are logical. Positive times positive is always positive. Negative times negative is also positive. But when you have one of each, positive times negative, you get a negative answer every time. Please do not confuse the rules for multiplication and division of integers with addition and subtraction. And just get that memorized. Okay, here's a little bit of review from yesterday. I want you to make one more table in your notebook and just multiply -7 times those 8 numbers. Remember the rule, negative times positive is negative. And negative times negative is always positive. There's reasons for that, and we'll talk about that in class. Okay, so let's look at division of integers now. It looks like I have the same rules written down as I did for multiplication because they are exactly interchangeable with division. They are the same exact rules. So positive divided by negative is negative. And of course, you can switch that around to a negative number divided by a positive number will be negative. And I'll show that later on when we do our problems. But the same exact rules. So here's a few problems I want you to copy into your notebook. Please copy them exactly as you see. -8 divided by 4 equals x. And then write x equals the answer. And again, look at those little notes that I wrote underneath the positive divided by negative screenshots. Negative divided by positive is also a negative answer. So if that's switched around, like it is here, -8 is first, divided by positive 4, you will get a negative answer. And you can use calculators to double check your work. Okay, here's something from yesterday that I want you to memorize. So I know you may not have memorized that already just from yesterday, putting that in your notes. So I'm going to give it to you again. The identity property looks something like that. That's just one example of it. 68 times 1 would be 68. Zero product. If one of the numbers is 0, you multiply it by another number, you get 0. Commutative, you switch around, and distribute, you use that a lot in your algebra. So please get those really rock solid in your brains. As I call it, essential knowledge. I'm going to show this page one more time today just to let you know how much I mean it. But here are some more problems for you to go ahead and get into your notebook. The first one, you've got a positive number divided by negative. Same thing for all three of those. Positive divided by negative, all 3 times here. 3 more problems. And they're mixed up a little bit. Make sure you use those negatives and positives correctly in the right place and get your answers. X equals whatever they may be. And one more time with this, the identity property. A number keeps its identity if you multiply it by 1. Kind of like your age. If you're 11 times 1, it would still be 11. I'm not going to say my age, but if I multiplied it by 1, it would stay the same. 0, if you multiply by 0, you get 0. Commutative, you can flip around and it stays the same. And distribute. Check those off in your minds. Get those memorized. Know what I'm talking about or what any teacher is talking about when they use that terminology. Okay? And there we go. A few more problems, and then we'll be done with our notebook for today. One word problem for you today. I want you to really think about that and see what you can write down as a division problem. The instructions at the end here say write a division problem that represents your descent. So you're climbing down from the top of Mount Mitchell at 480 feet every day for a week and 1 day. What will be your elevation at the end? If you see that sign at the bottom there, you started at 6,684 feet above sea level, which is up there. Okay, well done everybody. Keep up the excellent work. Explore.